Hey guys, just wanted to come and break down my workflow for working from Photoshop to Spine. As you can see here, I got my character, the well-known Astro Boy. Went ahead and thought to use him. He's fairly easy to render, and there are some technical things I'd like to try with, using slots and multiple hands, multiple facial features and stuff and whatnot, so I can implement that into the spine rig. I just saw the sketch I had, and here is my finished. This is my finished product of the body for Astro Boy. You can see I got multiple hands, multiple feet, multiple torso and face features going on. I'll go into that a little more a bit, but if you look here on the right, I am using these layer tags on all my layer groups right here. You can see this one, it says ignore. Obviously, when I run my script that will export all the image assets out, the script will ignore these layers. These merge ones right here, I'll explain these first before the slots, but basically within these groups, this is all of my these are all of my working layers, like my line, my detail, my flats, and highlights and whatnot. And when the script sees the merge tag on the group, it'll merge all those working layers into one image asset, and it'll spit that out. Let me see. Also, yeah, the slot. These similar to the merged layers, but a slot will refer to the slot in Spine. So the JSON file that also gets exported knows to place all of these hands in the same slot in the Spine project. So each of these separate hands will be a separate layer within that slot in Spine. So yeah, you see, so I can have all of those hands at the available. Yeah, let's just kind of go down. Just kind of want to illustrate what he'll more or less look like without all the layers open. Yeah, just give him a mouth right here. Let's turn off all of these eyebrows. Give him one nice happy one there. Same with the eyeball. Here is the brow, and then the other eyeball. You see I have the eyeballs separate for each individual eye. So yeah, perhaps I would want them to be, wall-eyed like that. But yeah, let's skip to this. We're going to be using these slots within these layers to help animate this within Spine. I'm hoping this is something that's going to work. I assume it is something that'll work to my needs, but yeah, that's something I'm trying to experiment on. And same thing with the boosters down below. You kind of get the idea. So let's go ahead and turn on all these layers that I want, and we'll go ahead and try our script to see how it works in practice. Oops. Get those all on. See, I want to ignore this one. I want to ignore that one. And what about this palette? Ignore that. Turn those both on. All right. So I have the script loaded in my scripts folder. I also have it constrained to a hotkey F7 in my case, but just to see the workflow here, go down to File, Scripts, and down here, Photoshop to Spine. I'll run that, and it'll pop up the dialog box up here. Ignore hidden layers, yes. I'll have those ignore, like all my reference photos. Those won't be, well, those are actually being ignored via a name tag, but nonetheless, here's this right spine JSON file. That file will be used when importing the image assets into Spine. That way Spine knows where to put all of the image assets, which is based on the 0, 0 XY parameter in Photoshop. So yeah, let me just go back and show you that right quick. That is when you bring, let's view my guides right there. So I have used, oh, looks like I may have to redo it. But yeah, basically taking the 0, 0 marker and placing it about there. That's where I want my 0, 0 marker. And that will help inform the script will help inform the JSON file where the 0, 0 marker is for the character, and it'll be the 0, 0 mark in Spine. All right, that was moving on. So back in the dialog box, yes, ignore the background layer. We want to trim the white space around each image so that gives us our alpha channel. Scaling just 100%. Padding, yeah, let's put a little padding around the image so that gives you some pixels around the edges to work with so you don't get anything that's cut off or any artifacting comes on. Image output, we'll go to, it'll create an image folder in the root where we're working at, which is eAnimationSets1 Atomo, and then the JSON file will also be exported in that root folder. So yeah, let's go ahead and give it a try. It's initializing. This will take a few minutes, so just sit back, relax. Hopefully I'll speed it up in post. But nonetheless, let's open up the animations folder here that we have. Yeah, I've previously re-exported it. So you will see this is all the items that we'll be exporting, but it should overwrite these and you should still be able to see them get exported to kind of help illustrate what's going on with this script. All right, so it's running, initializing. All right, so they're all exported out. Looks like we have 104 items that assets that create this Astro Boy rig. That would have been, I mean, it took a long time just in this second, but imagine doing that by hand would have taken way more time than we spent here. But yeah, let's go up one. Also, this is the JSON file right there. Spine will ask you for that along with your image file folder, and yeah, that's basically the first step, getting your image assets out of Photoshop and on into Spine. Awesome. Well, thank you much, and bye-bye.